In a city peppered with graffiti, it's not unusual to see buildings scrawled upon with pigment and messages in words and images. It is unusual, however, to associate an auto center with beauty. Bear Auto Center on 10th Avenue in Manhattan is allowing one artist to reclaim the influence of graffiti and create urban art.
Well, my name is Jordan Betten. I'm the artist, and this is Sun Bae, and she's the artist as well.
Jordan Betten is a designer, artist, and founder of Lost Art and Betten Art. He and his partner Sun Bae had seen an empty wall facing the street and wanted to give it some life.
We asked the garage if we could paint the wall because we've seen it for a couple of years and it's a really beautiful wall, and they said sure. And we're putting our people on it to kind of create a little bit of sexy people in Chelsea.
Permission is not the sole difference between Betten's mural and generalized graffiti. The intention behind his work is to create beauty and could therefore be considered a form of modern art. Visitors to the Museum of Modern Art walk through galleries of formalized modern artwork and start to form an opinion about the importance of the modern movement. Once outside the museum, people form their own opinions about what can be considered modern art on the streets and what is destructive to property.
Well, I don't know, the impulse to want to have some access to affecting one's urban landscape is definitely still valid, I think, in terms of the types of expression that people are trying to make. More and more that the world becomes built up like this and the environment becomes controlled, we're losing access to that. It's gained so much more acceptance as an actual contemporary art form in like the last 20 years, but it still is in a sort of a box, and I'm still interested in seeing more rebellious sort of graffiti-like actions taking on maybe different mediums, different forms, whether ephemeral or not.
Graffiti as an art form brings a different yet compatible tone to the formal art scene.
I think it furthers the conversation. It's if you always think of art as terms of like the high art, everything has to be in a very sterile environment, everything has to have like a specific kind of light, a specific kind of environment. I don't think it can be defined like that, for example, if you remove graffiti from its context, it kind of loses its power.
Artists like Betten and Sun Bae are continuing to redefine the stigma associated with graffiti and transform it into a higher art form. For Betten, this wall is just another canvas that he's painting for the whole neighborhood to enjoy. It's his first work of art on the street, and his first step in encouraging the use of graffiti to express oneself in a beautiful and aesthetic form.
This is the first wall we've done in the city, yeah. But it's not finished yet, huh? Yeah. Almost.
From New York City, this is Hannah Yanega with the World Journalism Institute.